Slakia. But back to what I was saying. But yeah, the Lord is only going to allow Esau, the so-called white man, all right, to lay their hands on the wicked 2/3 of our people, man. All right, for being wicked. All right. Okay. All right. He's gonna lay his hands on us too, us righteous of Yahweh Shemel Shai, but we're not gonna fall. We're not gonna be plucked out of the Lord's hands. All right. Some of us are gonna have to be martyrs and die for the testimony of Yahweh Shemel Shai, but it's gonna be a righteous death. All right. All right, an honorable death. Okay. And who knows, that death may not even be painful at all. It might be painless. All right. All right. But anyway, staying on topic, this is Ezekiel 7:6. It says, an end is come. The end is come. All right. The end of this wicked kingdom. All right. Where YNs are a thing. All right. Thugs and gangsters, gang members, cartels. All right. Are a thing. All right. Because that didn't exist back in the ancient days when Israel, Yasharallah, all right, was set up in their own lands, all right, under King David and King Solomon, all right. So this is the end of this wicked ass kingdom, all right. That's what this is talking about, man. An end is come. The end is come. It watcheth for thee. Behold, it is come. All right. So your demise, all right, your end for you wicked YNs, all right, who be killing it and persecuting your own people unrighteously, our own people unrighteously. All right, your end is coming, man. All right, and no Jake shall escape. All right, none of the wicked and sinners of our people are going to escape the wrath of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, and the Lord's going to punish our people, all right, by way of Esau, Edom, our enemies, all right, as he's been doing ever since the beginning of time. All right, the Lord has been punishing and whipping our people for being bad children of Yahweh Shemel Shai by using the heathens, our enemies. Okay, all right, and the biggest butt whooping is coming, man. Spiritual butt whooping is coming, man. All right, okay. I'm gonna get some more precepts. This is Revelation 13 and 4. It says, Revelation 13 and 4. I'm gonna get a different precept. Romans 13 and 4. It says, "For he is the minister of Yahweh." Don't want to get 3. Romans 13 and 3. I'm gonna start at 2. Start at 1. Okay, Romans 13 and 1. It says, "Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers." All right, and who rules over us, man? All right, the so-called white man. All right. Okay, so be subject unto the higher powers, all right? For there is no power but of Yahweh. The powers that be are ordained by Yahweh. So the Lord set up our enemies over us, all right? Why? Because to punish us, okay? So know that, all right? Verse 2, "Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of Yahweh," all right? "And they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation," all right? And that's what these jakes are doing spiritually, man. Resisting, all right? The judgment of Yahweh Shem Shai, all right? Because the Lord told us, all right, to live peaceably among men if possible, all right? And to not fight against the devil carnally, okay? So you're going to receive damnation, man. For rulers are not a terror to good works, but to evil, all right? So we're, us men of Yahweh Shem Shai, we're chilling, man, all right? We ain't afraid of this devil, man. All right. Okay. We know what to do. The Lord has gave us the script on what to do, on what to say. All right. In these times. All right. But you wicked 2/3, the Lord did not give it to you. All right, he showed it to you, but you wicked 2/3 didn't want to hear, you didn't want to listen, you didn't want to see it. So the Lord's gonna let you fall by the sword, by our enemies, okay? Because you're being rebellious. It says, wilt thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. And who's doing good? All right, the men of GMS and the followers of GMS. All right. But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid. All right. Are not these YNs and these gang members, the wicked of our people, are they not doing evil? These cartel members and whatnot, are they not doing evil? Hey, Trump is going after the cartel members in Mexico too. All right, remember that. And then he's going after all blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right. Okay. So if you're doing evil in the sight of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, it says, but if thou do that which is evil, be afraid. Okay. That's why we're trying to be on our spiritual best behavior. All right. Towards Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay. Because we don't want nothing to do with the wrath of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Because we know the terror of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay. It says, for he beareth not the sword in vain, for he is the minister of Yahweh, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. Okay. All right. That's why the Lord is sending Trump, allowing Trump and these devils, the National Guard and the U.S. military, to come in on U.S. United States citizens, man. Specifically, blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right. And we've been telling you this for decades beforehand, man. All right. And then after been telling it to you this whole time, all right, the devil himself, through his movies and media and Netflix shows and whatnot, had been showing you through The Purge, all right, and these Netflix shows what he's gonna do to you. Okay. So you jakes have been warned and warned and warned and still are being warned. Okay. To get right with the Yahweh Shem Yahushai. There's no excuses for you. All right. All right. Oh, let me get one more pre-sub. This is Isaiah 10:4. It says, without me, they shall bow down under the prisoners, and they shall fall under the slain. For all this is anger. All his anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still. All right. All right. The Lord's hand is still stretched out. All right. Towards our people, the wicked of our people, to repent and get right, so they don't have to be destroyed this way. Verse 5 says, O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger. What is that? Rod of my anger. All right. The Lord's whipping stick. Okay. What do you do with the rod of anger? All right. You whip your prisoners and your slaves with it, man. All right. You punish them. All right. You beat them. The Assyrian. All right. Who's the modern day Assyrian? All right. The so-called white man. All right. Esau, Edom. All right. The ruler of America, the ruler of over the world. O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger, and the staff in their hand is mine indignation. Indignation means righteous punishment. Okay. I will send him against an hypocritical nation. So the Lord is sending Esau, Edom, our enemies, all right, towards us. All right. The hypocritical nation is talking about the nation of Israel, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right. We're that hypocritical nation, man. All right. And against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge to take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire of the streets. And that's what this devil's going to do. He's going to steamroll throughout America the wicked of our people, man, because they're going to stay wicked until the kingdom of heaven, until they're reborn in the kingdom of heaven, man. They're going to have to die the death by pain because they're going to stay wicked. They're not going to get right no matter what. All right. The Lord created them to be wicked, man. All right. And even then, the Lord's still giving them a chance to get right and repent. Jeremiah 18 and 19, it says, give heed to me, O Lord, and hearken to the voice of them that contend with me. Shall evil be recompensed for good? No, for they have digged a pit for my soul. Remember that I stood before thee to speak good for them, and to turn away thy wrath from them. Verse 21, therefore deliver up their children to the famine, and pour out their blood by the force of the sword, and let their wives be bereaved of their children, and be widows, and let their men be put to death. Let their young men be slain by the sword. Young men, YNs. All right, this is talking about us Israelites, man. All right, we're going to be those who are going to be slain, and I'm talking about the wicked of our people. All right, Lord willing. All right, I'm not one of these wicked people. I don't go back into this world and become a YN, a wicked. No, well, I'm not young no more, but hey, Verse 22, let a cry be heard from their houses when thou shalt bring a troop suddenly upon them. You hear that? It says, let a cry be heard from their houses when thou shalt bring a troop suddenly upon them. The Lord is going to put a troop. The Lord is sending a troop by way of the so-called white man. All right, the National Guard towards the wicked of our people, man. All right. And they're going to be crying and hollering and screaming to death, man. For they have digged a pit to take me and hid snares for my feet. Verse 23, yet, Lord, Yahweh Shemi Shai, thou knowest all their counsel against me to slay me. Forgive not, all right, forgive not their iniquity, all right, their sins, their evil. Neither blot out their sin from thy sight, but let them be overthrown before thee. Deal thus with them in the time of thine anger. You hear that? All right. That's what Jeremiah was saying towards our people, because our people were wicked back then and they're wicked now. All right. It's the same people, just different physical bodies, man. All right.